Game On Magazine is joined today by Kirsten and Sarah Mingay. Thank you very much for joining us, guys.
No worries.
If we can start out with where this began for both of you. Tell us about your earliest memory on an off-road bike.
Well, we've been riding since the age of 4, so motorbikes have been part of our lives for a long time. The first memory I can remember very clearly is when I hit a fire hydrant and then Kirsten hit the same fire hydrant after I just hit it. So it wasn't a great memory, but that's where it kind of all started.
Okay, and then you said you've always had this dream of doing the Roof of Africa at 16 years old. So after that experience, what kind of preparation went into fulfilling that dream?
Well, first of all, we had to qualify in May last year, which we trained quite hard for, and then we qualified. And then training all really began in August, and we just trained really hard. We ran, we gymmed, we rode every weekend, and we were really lucky because there were some guys who were riding silver, so we trained with them.
And what kind of role has your dad played in shaping you and molding you into the riders that you've become?
My dad's played a huge role. He's always ridden with us up until recently. He still does ride, but not as much. He's got a really bad back. So yeah, he always played a huge role. We've had bikes forever. So yeah, he's really encouraged us. And to see his face when we finished the roof was amazing. He was so proud of us.
Tell us about the experience of going into the Lesotho Mountains as two 16-year-old girls and trying to finish a Roof of Africa.
I'm not going to lie, I was terrified. I had all these dreams about, I'm going to get lost in the mountains and everything, but once you're out there, it's not really that bad. And as soon as you go past the start line and you're on your own, you just got to carry on.
Yeah.
And it's like a normal day riding, kind of.
And for someone who's never experienced it, what is the mental and physical challenges of something like that?
Well, we definitely found Ruth more mentally challenging than physically challenging, but you've got to have a strong mind and you've got to know that the finish line's really, really worth it.
Yes. And tell us about the twin telepathy thing going on while you're out there. How do you encourage each other and what kind of connection do you have when you're riding?
Well, we always race together. Not that we wait for each other, we always ride at the same pace most of the time. So we just we just rode together. It does definitely help in challenging situations to have somebody you know there to just like give you the extra pull or tell you just to carry on going. Out on the roof we saw Gary Franks from the Enduro World, and he gave us a sweet. I remember we were just crying. He's like, come on, you're always there. And that's also like just having someone there that you know.
Yes. We'll see people like Kirsten Landman going out and doing Red Bull Romania. How does that encourage you, and what are the cards for both of you from here?
Well, we're on a trek this year, so next year we're probably going to go overseas. So racing will probably be out the calendar for next year, but hopefully when we're back, and I really want to carry on racing, and it would be awesome to one day ride like Kirsten Landman can.
Yeah. If there's maybe younger girls looking up to you two and what you've accomplished, what kind of advice would you give to them?
Definitely to start racing at a young age. We only started in 2013, and I'm sure if we had started earlier, we would have been better and faster at this age now. But racing really helps you to gauge where you are in the pack compared to everyone else. So yeah, definitely just get into racing and to spend as much time as you can on the bike.
Yes.
That's the only way you learn. And ride with people that are better than you.
So enduro riding has different terrains. There's rocks, there's longer stretches of speed. What's the most challenging aspect of the terrain each of you face, and how do you overcome that challenge?
Well, mine's probably speed, because I'm not as fast as Sarah is, so it becomes a bit sketchy on the fast bits. Yeah, I'd say that's the most challenging. And also waiting for her when I know that my time's ticking, but I know that I have to wait. One day I'll need that time.
Yes. And do you work on each other's strengths and weaknesses when you're out there?
Yeah, sometimes we get really angry with each other though. So then, I don't know. Not really though, we get angry, but then we have to work together again. So.
Is there a competitive streak between you two?
Yes, definitely on the last lap of every race. Yes, that's it. I shouldn't say really the last lap, because if there's a hard section then we'll wait for each other and then pull each other through quickly. But usually like the last 500 meters, when you know that it's easy till the end, and it's always flat out the last bit.
And then just one last question. You pursue this adventurous life. I mean, every weekend is filled with all these exciting things. So if you have an off day, how do you sort of unwind and relax?
I don't know really. If it's summer, we usually go to the dam and ski and stuff like that. I love going to the beach. But yeah, I guess just spend time with family and friends.
Yeah. Okay. And if there's anything else you'd be besides enduro riders, what would you be?
I don't know. I've never thought of that. I don't know. I'm hoping to do my pilot's license next year. So
Okay.
hopefully I'll fly aeroplanes one day.
All right. Well, we wish you best of luck for the future, and we're excited to see how things will unfold for both of you.